Tyre was the picture of success. They're powerful, influential, they had plenty of money, they were admired. But today's reading shows how pride can bring down even the strongest of nations. So, let's get into it. Ezekiel 27 is where we are starting off today. The word of the Lord came to me. Now, son of man, lament for Tyre. Say to Tyre, who is situated at the entrance of the sea, merchant of the peoples, to many coasts and islands, this is what the Lord God says. Tyre, you declared, I am perfect in beauty. Your realm was in the heart of the sea. Your builders perfected your beauty. They constructed all your planking with pine trees from Shinar. They took the cedar from Lebanon to make a mast for you. They made your oars of oaks from Bashan. They made your deck of cypress wood from the coast of Cyprus. Sorry, I lost my spot. Inlaid with ivory. Your sail was made of fine embroidered linen from Egypt and served as your banner. Your award was of blue and purple fabric from the coast of Elisha. The inhabitants of Sidon and Arvad were your rowers. Your wise men were within you. Tyre, they were your captains. The elders of Gebal and its wise men were within you, repairing your leaks. All the ships of the sea and their sailors came to you to barter for your goods. Men of Persia, Lud, and Put were in your army, serving as your warriors. They hung shields and helmets in you, and they gave you splendor. Men of Arvad and Helek were stationed on your walls all around. The Gammadites were in your towers. They hung their shields all around your walls. They perfected your beauty. Tarshish was your trading partner because of your abundant wealth of every kind. They exchanged silver, iron, tin, and lead for your merchandise. Javan, Tubal, and Meshech were your merchants. They exchanged slaves and bronze utensils for goods. Those from Beth Togarmah exchanged horses, war horses, and mules for your merchandise. Men of Dedan were also your merchants. Many coasts and islands were your regular markets. They brought back ivory tusks and ebony as your payment. Aram was your trading partner because of your numerous products. They exchanged turquoise, purple, and embroidered cloth, fine linen, coral, and rubies. For your merchandise, Judah and the land of Israel were your merchants. They exchanged wheat from Minnith, meal, honey, oil, and balm for your goods. Damascus was also your trading partner because of your numerous products and your abundant wealth of every kind, trading in wine and helbon and white wool. Vidan and Javan from Uzal dealt in your merchandise. Wrought iron, cassia, and aromatic cane were exchanged for your goods. Dan was your merchant in saddlecloths for riding. Arabia and all the princes of Kedar were your business partners, trading with you in lambs, rams, and goats. The merchants of Sheba and Ramah traded with you for your merchandise. They exchanged the best of all spices and all kinds of precious stones, as well as gold. Haran, Cana, Eden, and the merchants of Sheba, Ashur, and Chilmad traded with you. They were your merchants in choice garments, cloaks of blue and embroidered materials, and multicolored carpets, which were bound and secured with cords in your marketplace. Ships of Tarshish were the carriers for your goods, so you became full of heavily loaded in the heart of the sea. Your rowers have brought you onto the high seas, but the east wind has wrecked you in the heart of the sea. Your wealth, merchandise, and goods, your sailors and captains, those who repair your leaks, those who barter for your goods, and all the warriors on board with all the other people within you, sink into your heart of the sea. On the day of your downfall, the countryside shakes at the sound of your sailors' cries. All the oarsmen disembark from their ships. The sailors and all the captains of the sea stand on the shore. Because of you, they raise their voices and cry out bitterly. They throw dust on their heads. They roll in ashes. They shave their heads because of you and wrap themselves in sackcloth. They weep over you with deep anguish and bitter mourning. In their wailing, they lament for you, mourning over you, who was like Tyre, silence in the middle of the sea. When your merchandise was unloaded from the seas, you satisfied many peoples. You enriched the kings of the earth with your abundant wealth and goods. Now you are wrecked by the sea in the depths of the waters. Your goods and the people within you, you have gone down. All the inhabitants of the coasts and islands are appalled at you, with their kings shudder with fear. Their faces are contorted. Those who trade among the peoples scoff at you. You have become an object of horror and will never exist again. Chapter 28. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, say to the ruler of Tyre, this is what the Lord God says. Your heart is proud, and you have said, I am a god, I sit in the seat of gods in the heart of the sea. Yet you are a man and not a god, though you have regarded your heart as that of a god. Yes, you are wiser than Daniel. No secret is hidden from you, but your wisdom and understanding you have acquired wealth for yourself. You have acquired gold and silver for your treasuries, but your great skill in trading you have, or by your great skill in trading, you have increased your wealth, but your heart has become proud because of your wealth. Therefore, this is what the Lord God says, because you regard your heart as that of a god, I am about to bring strangers against you. Ruthless men from the nations, they will draw their swords against your magnificent wisdom and will pierce your splendor. They will bring you down to the pit, and you will die a violent death. In the heart of the sea will you still say, I am God. In the presence of those who slay you, yet will you only be a man? Will you be only a man, not a god? In the hands of those who kill you, you will die the death of the uncircumcised at the hands of the strangers. For I have spoken, this is the declaration of the Lord God. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, lament for the king of Tyre, and say to him, this is what the Lord God says, you are the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every kind of precious stone covered you, carnelian, topaz, and diamond, beryl, onyx, and jasper, lapis lazuli, turquoise, and emerald. Your mountings and settings were crafted in gold. They were prepared on the day you were created. Now, is he talking about the actual king of Tyre here? I mean, he's talking to, but that line, you were in Eden, the garden of God. A very precious stone covered you. He's talking to Satan, right? I think that's, and there may be some difference. At least, I have not looked into this passage since I've changed some of my views. So, to my knowledge, this is kind of general consensus. But talking to Satan here, because the king of Tyre wasn't in the Garden of Eden. The king of Tyre wasn't clothed in all these stones and things like that, right? So I think that the idea here is that there is a satanic spirit that is behind the king of Tyre, empowering the king of Tyre, working through the king of Tyre, and that is who Ezekiel is addressing here. 14. You were an anointed cherub, anointed guardian cherub, for I had appointed you. You were on the holy mountain of God. You walked among the fiery stones. Again, the king of Tyre was not a holy anointed cherub. 15. From the day you were created, you were blameless in your ways until wickedness was found in you. Through the abundance of your trade, you were filled with violence, and you sinned. So I expelled you in disgrace from the mountain of God, and banished you, guardian cherub, from among the fiery stones. Your heart became proud because of your beauty. For the sake of your splendor, you corrupted your wisdom, so I threw you down to the ground. I made you a spectacle before kings. You profound your sanctuaries by the magnitude of your iniquities and your dishonest trade. So I made fire come from within you, and it consumed you. I reduced you to ashes on the ground in the sight of everyone watching you. All those who know you among the peoples are appalled at you. You have become an object of horror and will never exist again. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, face Sidon, and prophesy against it. You are to say, This is what the Lord God says. Look, I am against you, Sidon, and I will display my glory within you. They will know that I am the Lord, when I execute judgment against her and demonstrate my holiness through her. I will send a plague against her and bloodshed in her streets. The slain will fall within her, while the sword is against her on every side. Then they will know that I am the Lord. The house of Israel will no longer be hurt by prickly briars or painful thorns from all their neighbors who treat them with contempt. Then they will know that I am the Lord God. This is what the Lord God says. When I gather the house of Israel from the peoples where they are scattered, I will demonstrate my holiness through them in the sight of the nations, and they will live in their own land, which I gave to my servant Jacob. They will live there securely, build houses, and plant vineyards. They will live securely when I execute judgment against all their neighbors who treat them with contempt. Then they will know that I am the Lord their God. And that is it for our reading, but as always, we've got some questions. Question 1. What does the detailed description of Tyre's trade and downfall in chapter 27 teach us about the fleeting nature of wealth and human achievement? So this is all very very easy to see. These things are all things that have been, I mean, it says he accumulated this stuff because of his skill in trading, right? So he had a lot of things. His kingdom was built up. It was powerful. It was influential. But that doesn't last. It doesn't last. So that's what we saw there. It is fleeting, and God took it away. He caused the downfall. Question 2. How does the pride of Tyre's ruler mirror the temptations we face today to exalt ourselves rather than acknowledge God? I think it is easy to fall into that, thinking something is done in your skill, your ability. It's very easy to fall into that, thinking that it's something that you've done, and it's not. We need to make sure that we are all any praise, glory, honor, anything like that people try to direct at us for whatever reason. We need to be deferring that to God, giving God the credit, giving God the glory. Question 3. In what ways do these chapters call us to anchor our confidence in God's kingdom rather than earthly power or success? This kind of ties back into the original question. We should anchor our confidence in God and God's kingdom rather than earthly success, because God and his kingdom are never ending. Earthly success is fleeting. It will be gone. Like it is not a permanent thing. It may last for a season, it may last for a couple of seasons, but it will eventually be gone. The only thing that will not is God and his kingdom. So, on that, we've got a little bit shorter today. Apologize. There's some, just some crazy stuff going on right now in the world, and so I wanted to get this out. Appreciate everyone. Prayers for recording this at the time around the Charlie Kirk incident. So if you're seeing this all the way through, pray for his family. If you're seeing this later on down the line, still pray for his family. That's not an easy thing. It'd be very, very difficult. So appreciate everyone watching up to this point. Thanks. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as all those things help the channel grow. If this has been a blessing to you, you can share it with somebody else. It can be a blessing to them, and word of mouth is the best way that podcasts grow as well. So that can be something that helps this channel as well. Come back every single day. We're going to have more content every single day. Bible reading plan. We're going through the Bible an entire year, different teachings, all kinds of just really great biblical sound stuff like that. So you're not going to want to miss it. Come back, subscribe. Thanks. God bless.